Hi, I'm Jack Shilley and welcome to another video. In today's video I'm going to be sharing with you how to prick out tomato plant seedlings. Now the pricking out process is when your seedlings have reached a certain size and they need to be transplanted from their seed tray or wherever they were sown into their own individual pot ready to be grown on. Now the process of pricking out is really simple and applies for pretty much all plants grown by seed. So what I'm going to show you today can be used on multiple different seed types, any seeds that you're growing, any vegetables that you're growing, anything like that. The pricking out process remains the same. Pricking out seedlings is a really important part of growing your own plants from seed. There comes a time where the seeds will start to get leggy and run out of space very quickly in a seed tray, and by pricking them out you're ensuring that they can continue to grow healthily. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be focusing on tomato plant seedlings, so let's take a look. So I've got my tray of seedlings here, and as I said, these are tomatoes. A particular variety that I'm growing here from seed is called balcony yellow. So they're a yellow coloured tomato, supposed to be absolutely full of flavour and perfect for growing in hanging baskets and window troughs and all sorts of bits and pieces like that. Now, as you can see, the germination rate has been okay. I did sow quite a bit more seed than this, so only a few have come up this time, but the ones that have are looking really healthy and are kind of at the stage now ready to transplant. So the seedlings, particularly like these larger ones, are now about an inch tall, and they're just starting to get their second set of leaves. Now these leaves here are what I call the baby leaves. So these are the first set of leaves that the tomato plants grow once they've germinated from their seed. The next set that comes from them is called the true leaves. Now they're the leaves that are going to be much bigger and much more important to the plant in the long run. Now these are just starting to grow their true leaves, so they're just about ready, in my opinion, to transplant. So the pricking out process of seedlings is quite simple. You just need something gentle to lift up the plants that are in here. So I'm just using an old plant label just to lift the soil up like that. And when you go to pick up your seedling, always pick it up by the leaves. If you pick it up by the stem, you risk bruising it and damaging the stem, which the plant can't come back from. Whereas if you damage the leaf, the plant is going to carry on growing regardless. So that's the seedling there. As you can see, it's nice and healthy. Once you've got your plant like this, you can put it into a pot. So I'm transplanting them into 10.5 centimetre pots, which is going to be big enough for them to survive for quite a while in there and establish themselves properly before I go ahead and plant them out a little bit later in the season. I just use my finger to make a decent hole in the pot, wide enough and deep enough so that the plant is going to sit in it nicely without squashing it in or being too deep. And I'm simply just going to gently push the soil back around the seedling like that. Give it a gentle tap to settle the soil, and that is the tomato plant pricked out. A really easy process. And they'll stay in this pot, keep it really well watered. Maybe I'd give it a feed at this stage as well, and you're going to have a really nice substantial tomato plant establishing itself in there within the next few weeks. So that's all there is to it, to pricking out seedlings. It's a really simple process, but a very important one nonetheless. As I mentioned at the start of the video, the pricking out process that I've shown to you today can be transferred to any other seedlings that you're growing in seed trays or pots. I hope this video has been useful. If you have any questions or comments, make sure to post them in the box below and drop the video a like if you enjoyed it. Make sure you also subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on any of my future content, but also keep up to date with everything that's happening and share your seedling stories on my Facebook page, facebook.com/Jack Shilley Gardener, on my Twitter feed, which is @Jack Shilley. Once again, I thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.